Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to do another palette. I know, I've been doing this a lot in my channel. It's just kind of doing palette series or palette reviews. I am now officially capped off on palettes just because I don't want to... I've kind of made myself minimalize, so you can't see them, but they're right up here. I reorganized my background, installed some shelves, lighting, and some shadow boxes. I think you could see a couple of them here. There's one here, there's one here, and then there's actually some behind me. And then there's two up top here, which have my bigger palettes. So I wanted to do a palette review, and this one is actually something I purchased with some gift cards that I got for my birthday. And of course I do this thing called what is it called, fetch rewards. And that actually you can scan receipts that you normally would buy stuff with, you know, like you normally shop and just kind of go from there. And I accumulated, because sometimes there's $4,000 or 4,000 points, perks and stuff like that. I racked up 25,000 points, so I got a $25 gift card plus the gift card my husband had given to me. So with that, I was like, you know what? I mean, I didn't know what to buy. I was like, do I get the Huda palette? Do I get the empowered one? It looks pretty, but I mean, I have all my Huda palettes like up here, and can't see them, but they're up there, and I'm just like, yeah, no, I don't want a staple palette. I want something different. I want something that I've been like really like excited about, and that would be the Danessa Myricks Beauty. This is the LightWork Volume 4 Transcendence Palettes, Illuminating Eye and Face Pigments. So it's beautiful from the get-go. You got this really pretty kind of like holographic purple. Price tag's hefty, but that's why I have the gift cards to pay for that. So it does have a little insert with all of the names. You have, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 kind of like they're so pretty. I don't even want to touch this palette. It's so pretty to look at. You have like some, this shadow formula. What is it called? I had my box in here, and then I like just kind of like, I cleaned up my room, reorganized, and then I kind of chucked that box somewhere, and I can't remember where I chucked it. I might have thrown it away, to be honest with you. Anywho, I don't think I threw it away. I don't know what I did with it, but it'll tell you more or less on the box, I'm sure. Okay, there we go. So we have 10 kind of like shadows, like creamy shadows, satiny shadows, and then you have two water activated shadows, and then you have the Chroma Flakes, which I do have. And I really, that's why I was like, I really want this palette, because I have enjoyed the what is it called? The Twin Flames. I don't know what I was going to call Twin Peaks. Twin Flames liquid shadows. These have been amazing. I have True Love and Sweethearts. So these two have been really good. They're amazingly pigmented. I love the color shift. And then, I'm like, what did I do with it? Until I lost it. Oh, it just shoves in the back. And then I did buy a Chroma Flake. This one is a Fireball. So I do have a Chroma Flake as well. And I do like the way it works. I know some of them worked and some of them didn't. But the Chroma Flakes will be these two in the middle. And then the water activated ones will be this one and this one. I wanted to do like a really cool liner look, but just to try them all, but I'm kind of like, because you really don't have staple colors in here. These are just kind of like, let's pop these on type of shadows. So let's do it, I guess. Like, we can use the water activated one as a base. Maybe I'll do like a nice little like, and then I'm going to my daughter's last band competition, so I'm just like, what do I do? But yeah, we're gonna swatch these as well because I've been dying to swatch these. These look absolutely stunning in the pan. Oh, so pretty. So here you have the palette itself. It's really pretty. You've got 5 shades of the satin shadows, and they're kind of glittery too. And then you also have 5 on the bottom. In the middle you have 4 large pans, 2 chroma flakes in the middle, and then 2 water activated on the outsides. You have a really good range of colors. This camera just does not do this whole thing justice. In person you can see the shift of the colors because all of the shadows have a nice shift. These, and I kind of wanted to do kind of like a swatch on my arm so that way we can see a little bit better. So but I do want to touch one, so I'm going to go in with Nirvana. Oh my, just one little touch. I touched it very, whoa, check that out. Oh, I just might do live swatches instead so you can see the magicalness that is this palette. Alright, so let's go ahead and do that. So I did already swatch Nirvana. That's gorgeous. This is Trans. You could see it on my finger. How it looks wet. Let's do that. And you could see those shifts. It is, oh my god, it's like an ultraviolet. It's so pretty. I can't get enough of this. This is great. Okay, I'm excited. So we're gonna go with Divinity. This one feels a little bit more gritty. I'm like not even showing you how I'm swatching these. There it is. I will show arm swatches so you can see them, but I want to do a live swatch. This one seems a little bit more gritty. It's not as wet as the other ones feel like. Ooh, 6 cents. That is not what I picked up in the pan. What? That looks so much darker, and this is so much like more of a, oh, that's pretty. It's almost like it's got a green, like a nice green with a little bit of a brown shift to it. And then Out of Body, that one feels creamy. Oh my god, these are unreal. Definitely worth the money. Oh my gosh, yeah. Alright, we're going to do the other. Oh my god, I can't even. This is amazing. Can you see what I'm seeing? Look at this. These are just, and there's still some on my finger. Angels. This one is also gritty like Divinity, and it's just a white. That one's not as like, wow, that's amazing, it's pretty. This one does not quite have a shift to it. I mean, it does. Oh, yes, there it is, I think. No, it doesn't really have much of a shift. Neither does Divinity. Trippy. That one has a nice shift. Oh my god, it's got nice purple color to it with a little bit of like olive green. This one, Escapism. Oh my gosh. They are so pretty. Oh my gosh, that is so pretty. And these could probably cover a tattoo. Ooh, this one I'm excited about. This one is Awakening. Beautiful. I promise I will insert some swatches up close so you can see them because the camera does not do these justice. This is just amazing. The water activated ones, I mean, they're going to be dry, so you're not going to see anything on it. Now, if I were to get, let's go ahead and get a small brush like this. I'm going to wet it with some Fix Plus. And then just pick up, see if it'll do it. No, it does not. I guess you really have to wet it. I'll get back to those. All right, the chroma ones, you really got to work with these ones. You'll pick up some of the flakes. And then, of course, this you got to work with. The chroma flakes are a lot harder to deal with, just because they're kind of like a formula that you want to pick up very gently. There you go. I'm putting it on my new tattoo. Can't really see it, can you? Don't worry, I'll put swatches, but this is really, really pretty. I wanted to see those other colors because those ones looked amazing. But I will include swatches of those. I think the water activated ones, I might have to like, I do have some water over here. Might have to work that a little bit. But already I am like excited. Alright, so I have some water right here. I don't want to put it directly in it. I'm just going to soak my brush and put a little spot for it. Maybe that'll kind of activate it. Oh, it's too much. I think the water activated ones I might use as a base because you really cannot see them. They're very hard to work. Yeah, that's what I'm finding. It's very hard to work. So I'll have to kind of like work with those a little bit more. I used to have Duraline, but that's long expired. Gosh, I really want to use... Coming up with a look is going to be hard. That's going to be pretty much it. So I think I'm going to do a graphic liner instead. We'll do that. And then, of course, after all this is said and done, I will let you know how I feel. Oh, there we go. We got to let that soak a little bit. There we go. So here is one of the shades of the water activated. It's very hard to see because you have to let it kind of do its thing and soak into the product a little bit. I wouldn't wet it completely. I would just probably put like little droplets. But there's the water activated one. I am going to use... Wow, they stick really well. I am going to use... I think... I don't want to use them as bases because they have a nice undertone. I'm not sure what to do with those yet. I feel like that's going to be another time to play with. But we're just going to go in and try and use all the colors as best as we can and do a graphic liner. And I'll probably just do a fast run through because it's going to take me a while. So you're just going to see a fast run through of me creating the graphic liner look. And then, of course, I will let you know my overall. so I had to film after my daughter's competition, so what my overall thoughts are, and I love the way the liner came out. Got a few compliments actually, but this is an amazing palette. It's such a beautiful palette. If you're not one to kind of like get palettes that are more, this one I wouldn't say is like an everyday palette. Definitely not an everyday. This is something you want to jazz up. I feel like I can do pretty much one shadow a day. Just a smoky eye with one color and call it a day and feel like I would look pretty. I did not use any of the Chroma Flakes or the water activated one on my eyes today, but I will probably do a video later on with that. I really enjoyed these colors. I think Divinity is my least favorite, this one here, because it is pretty much just a gold glitter. Didn't really do anything for me. I kind of mixed it as a highlight. You can barely see it. Sorry, I was out all day today, but you could barely see it, but I mixed it with Angels because Angels comes off a little bit more sparkly. Can you see it? It's white, but it comes off more sparkly, so it's more of like a really nice like sheen. The Divinity doesn't really come off that way. I wish these two came, I wish there was more colors, like a red shift. That would have been pretty. My favorite color has to be Trans. Look at that color. It is just, oh, look at that color. It's amazing. This is probably my favorite color because I know if I put it over my lid, it's going to just be beautiful. Second favorite has to be Out of Body because it's a mermaid color. Ooh, just dropped it there, but look at that color. Look at that shift. The shifts are just to die for. It's almost like a wet look. Do you see that? Wet look. My third favorite has to be, I would say, Escapism. It's a beautiful, like, bright green. Look at that. It's got a green to, like, kind of like a citrine color, chartreuse color, but you just keep spreading this. I could, like, you can put this all over my body. It'd be fine. I would be so happy, but look at this. Sixth Sense is another good one. Kind of like that. On camera it looks different, but it's like a brownish orange with a green shift. And then there's Nirvana. Nirvana is probably not one that has much of a shift, so I would say it's like a bronze with a little bit of gold. Doesn't have much of a shift, but that's like an everyday color. It's like the only color it's everyday. Zen reminds me of a June bug. Look at that. Zen's right here. You can just put this everywhere on me. I'd be fine. I would be fine. I would just want to wear this all over my body. Ooh, let's see. Oh, yes. Awakening is another one that's really pretty. Look at that. Awakening right here. Trippy is fun. I'm just like putting this everywhere. Look at Trippy. You didn't see it. Did I put it on the right spot? Probably not. Let's do Trippy on another spot here. Oh. There we go. Pretty. These colors are just, oh. But Trans is my favorite. Trans is probably one of my favorites. The Chroma ones, because since I have a Chroma Flake one, I would probably use this with your finger, and you have to push to get the colors. So you have to push it. And of course it'll come out a little bit like on the spotty side. So this one's gorgeous. What I would do is probably just like kind of warm it with your fingers and then just pat it. That's what I would do. Same with the other Chroma Flake, you have to really press in there to grab the flakes. This one comes off a little bit more angelic. And then of course the, I feel like the I mean, you really have to like work it, but they are dry to the touch. See, nothing comes off, but when you wet them, they start up again. So, justifying the price, I say it was very much worth the price because it's absolutely stunning. You can't get a palette like this anywhere. Danessa Myricks always does a great job. And like, if it was up to me, I would have ordered more of the liquid eyeshadows, but I'm like, no, I want the palette because I was like, you know what, I'm going to use the palette every day. It's going to be the same, almost like wet look that these give off. And then it has chroma flakes that I don't have. I absolutely love Fireball. This is my favorite chroma flake, and I always put it in my inner corner. But I love the graphic liner. I got to use all the colors so that I can see how they all shifted. And they did a good job. And yeah, highly recommend this eyeshadow palette. It's absolutely stunning. So if you don't have any Danessa Myricks but don't want to drop this much money, like I said, I saved up some gift cards specifically for this. I would get these. These are like $26. So you get to try out the formula. It's not the exact same formula, of course. These are different. But this gives you that same effect, and I feel like these last all day. It does not budge, does not crease, and I have oily lids. Typically, they're drying out a little bit as I'm aging, but, you know, they do still get a little bit greasy because I tend to have more of a dewy finish. Today I wore my double wear just because I was going to be out all day, and I didn't want to have to, you know, worry about touching up. Double wear always is my go-to for that, but this is really easy to work with. This is also, I think it's $28. It's a small little pot, but at least you get to try the chroma flakes. Make sure it's sealed because it could dry out. Alright, so that is the end of my video. Love this palette. I can't wait to use every single, like, just put it over my eyes. Quick, easy. I feel like, because I don't have much time to get ready in the morning, so it's nice to just kind of slap on one color, but this is going to give it some oomph and some, like, I'm going to get compliments. So I'm going to wear Trans 2 when I go to the office on Tuesday, and I'm going to actually enjoy wearing it because it's going to look amazing, because it looks amazing. I mean, every color looks amazing, except for Divinity. That's my least favorite color. But that's the end of my video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Please subscribe if you haven't already. I will try my best to upload as best as possible. I do work a full-time job. I get tired. And right now we just finished my daughter's first marching season, so at least things will start calming down a little bit better. Well, for school-wise, but for me, not for work. I go into conferences soon, and yeah, I hope I can get some videos out for you. But thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye! I hope you guys like my background, by the way. Bye!